12 types of women that men run away from. It would be ideal if you could be the greatest version of yourself all of the time when in a relationship, but this is simply not realistic. If you live with your lover, you will eventually show him how you look on your bad days. And if he doesn't accept you exactly as you are, he isn't the one for you. If he can't tolerate the worst version of you, he certainly doesn't deserve the greatest version of you. In the end, it comes down to personal tastes. But there are some sorts of women that men will always run away from. To find this out, evaluate the following list and whether you are any of these quite unappealing female kinds at times. Number 1. The bossy type. This woman can't help but be domineering. It's in her DNA. When a guy first meets her, he may believe this character feature is charming for a short period of time. However, he starts to feel like he's in second grade and being told what to do by his second grade teacher. He'll give this woman her walking papers. She considers herself a problem solver, though she has good intentions at times. Continuously telling her man that his approach is the wrong way is more aggravating than noble. She undermines his views, wishes, and perhaps most crucially, his sense of competence by attempting to dominate him. All of this robs him of what every guy treasures, his manhood. Number 2. Mother type. It's admirable when a woman looks after her man, but when she acts as if she's his mother, things may get awkward. I'm not saying that males don't want to be spoiled, but if you're preparing his clothes every weekday, instructing him when to take a shower, or cleaning up his belongings, you're acting more like a mother than his girlfriend. Men just believe that girls like that suffocate them because they constantly instruct them what to do and how to act as if they lack common sense. So if you're doing it, quit it right now. It has the potential to save your relationship. Number 3. The jealous type. A girl like this will see threats where none exist. She will be envious of every woman that enters his life, and she will not believe him when he explains someone is only a friend or colleague. She will always create problems where none exist, and this will never be able to persuade her that he just loves her and are not interested in other women. She will be suspicious the entire time, and this will eventually lead to the end of your relationship. Because she's suspicious, this woman is constantly on edge. She's been burned several times in the past, so she's cautious of anything that appears or feels off. When a man meets this woman for the first time, he perceives her as a damsel in distress and tries to convince her that he's not like the other persons from her past. However, if she accuses him too many times, he will be forced to leave her since he cannot live his life being persecuted for the sins of others. Number 4. The love goddess. This woman is a charmer, always able to entice men into her arms. She accomplishes this by identifying herself via her sexuality. To put it another way, she uses sex to exert control over her mate. This ruins the relationship since she is effectively controlling and blackmailing her partner. If he wants sex, he must follow the wishes of this woman. And it's safe to conclude that any relationship founded on blackmail is unlikely to last long. Number 5. The Coquette Woman. It's a lot of fun if you have a woman that will tease you from time to time, since it's a great method to rekindle the flame in your relationship. Most of us have known a tease at some point in our lives. The sort of person who teases just to back out before sealing the deal. While this isn't always harmful in moderation, overindulgence leads to emotions of frustration. It's enjoyable at first, but it grows old soon, much like genuine teasing. Too much teasing creates a barrier between two couples, one that they cannot overcome due to a schism. He is dissatisfied, inadequate, and lonely, and both partners are unable to express themselves openly and honestly. Number 6. The princess type. When a woman plays the character of the princess, she is more concerned with being worshipped and placed on a pedestal than with falling in love. Simply put, the princess wishes to marry a man who regards her as a trophy wife. Women who play this position not only deprive their significant other of happiness, but also deprive themselves of the possibility of true love and connection. Number 7. The drama queen. A woman like this can't handle all of life's worries, and she's always worried about something. She may blame her partner because her hair isn't looking nice today, and she will never consider that she may be responsible too for certain negative events in her life. She will create a mess out of nothing, and she will not listen to anyone when someone advises her to calm down and sort things out as well as she can. She is stubborn to the core, and no matter how good your counsel is, she will never listen to it. This kind of woman thrives on drama, particularly in her relationships. She may be fiery or subtly aggressive, and she thrives on getting people and circumstances to respond. While her stories are intriguing and her persona lively, she is sadly high maintenance and a lot of effort. Number 8. The accountant type. The focus of the accountant is on complete and utter equality in a partnership. A woman in this position may keep track of who pays for what and when down to the dollar amount, or taking into account each other's salary. Relationships aren't about business, they're about pleasure. Intimacy will fade away if they aren't perceived as joyful, and love will become collateral damage. Number 9. Women who can't seem to stop talking. Most guys prefer going on a date with a social woman with whom they can laugh and have a regular chat. Nobody, on the other hand, loves being around the so-called chatterbox. Even if the relationship works for a few days, the fact is that it will become quite irritating very quickly. The mere fact that she's chatting about everything from her breakfast to the latest neighborhood gossip will make you want to wear headphones around her. Number 10. Fight Queen. Despite the fact that all couples fight and that disagreements are sometimes unavoidable, men should make sure that the lady they're seeing is not continuously hunting for them. The good news is that this sort of woman is typically simple to detect, since she will almost always start a fight right away, even on the first few dates. And the fact is that the arguing will never stop, and dating such a girl would only make someone sad in the long run. Number 11. The beauty with no brains. To be sure, all men have been enticed by a woman's attractiveness at some time in their life. They will progressively lose interest in her if she is just unable to have an intellectual conversation. They may be confident that her attractiveness will not compensate for the countless humiliating moments they will have with her, since these ladies are prone to misinterpreting most of the statements and coming up with their own meanings. Number 12. Gold diggers. We can all agree that gold diggers are the worst kind of people. They may look lovely, sweet, and caring, but they're just interested in men's money. At first glance, it may be difficult to discern if the lady is a gold digger, but as time passes, some red flags begin to appear. When it comes to paying bills, such women usually rely on a man's money and take it for granted. They try to entice men into a more luxurious lifestyle and force them to spend more money in order to be with them. Naturally, men despise these kind of women, and we can see why. Well, in the end, every woman has played one of these roles, and men have played their own. Falling into these positions on occasion is unlikely to have a significant impact on your relationship. However, playing them repeatedly damages relationships until there's nothing left to ruin. So be aware. Remember that most men want a happy, easygoing woman with solid values. So work on presenting the best you possible. And that's all for today from Brainy Facts. Thank you so much for watching.